Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to TNN's coverage of the world's 9 best fantasy football players league. I'm Danny Football, filling in for your host. Your host, it's Thanksgiving. He's taking the week off, spend some time with the wife and kids. All good, all good. I said, you know what? Danny Football has got this. I'm stepping in, taking over, and he better watch out. This is what we have for you this week. Week 11 games, lot to take in. There was some great action going on last time. Playoff race starting to become a little bit more clear. And to recap, we send it out to Tommy Bahama.
A very happy week
11.
to all 9 of our best fantasy football fans.
And thank you to Tommy Bahama. With undefeated, never lost, losing to the Bandits last week, which, let me point out, Danny Football accurately predicted. I'm an expert. Undefeated, never lost becomes the first team to be eliminated from playoff contention. The actual news reporters at TNN reached out to Undefeated Never Lost owner Miguel to see how he was celebrating his accomplishment.
Hey guys, you know who it is, Miguel Romanello here, defensive coordinator of the still historic franchise, Undefeated Never Lost. Not GM anymore, as you guys probably know, and obviously self-proclaimed most hated owner in the league. I believe that's probably true. But has to comment on the fact that we are now mathematically out of playoff contention. First team to be in that situation, and honestly, mission accomplished. It's exactly what we wanted. Very good strides with the picks that we got this year, Danny and I. Set ourselves up for really good next season. We're ahead of schedule with where we want it to be. Probably 2 out of the best 3 picks from the waiver wire this year as well. Depends where you put Antonio Brown and Ben Dupree, Nothing else to say. You guys are going to get your asses kicked next year. It took a 4D chess move to get to be worse than Grayson this week, but when you're playing a tanker, you gotta tank to tank and be a tank about it. So there you go. To me, we're still undefeated. It's exactly what we wanted.
And now, here's me with my picks for week 12. Hey, what's up, guys? World's 9 best fantasy football players expert, Danny Football here, back with another week of expert predictions. Thanksgiving week edition this time. Last week, okay week for me, went 3-3, bringing my total on the year to 40-26. So pretty respectable, looking to close out the year on a high note. My guest, Danny, also went 3-3, becoming the first guest picker this year to tie the expert. Unfortunately, tying the expert is not the same as beating the expert. Tie goes to the expert, of course. So hopefully we'll be able to get Danny back on the show at some point to settle the score. Now, it's a new week, there's a new guest, and a new chance to beat the expert. So guest, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? World's 9 best fantasy football players. Historic general manager, owner, coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Mr. Joseph Michael Facciabene himself in the flesh. Danny Football, thank you very much for having me on this week. Thanksgiving week to all you Americans out there. Miguel, I don't like that. Anyway, some would say this is the most important week of picks. Playoffs are coming up. Thanksgiving week, great holiday out here. Everybody's looking forward to a happy weekend of celebrations with their families. Hopefully you were able to get home, not following the fake news CDC regulations. I've got a big old glass of milk here. I'm ready to make some great picks. And I'm here to say, projections in the Sleeper app, it's fake news.
Maybe.
Danny
Half
Football,
fake news.
it's been 12 weeks, and Sleeper has not once correctly projected my team to win or lose. Every week, the opposite result has happened from my projection. So, I've got some wild takes here. I've given up on the mystery that is the NFL. My analysis, players, I didn't look at any of that. The only thing I cared about was the mascot matchups. That's what I'm here for. I've got some great takes for you this week, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. So let's do it.
First up, we have Bro Chill, it's just Njoku, taking on Ham and Throw. Bro Chill, currently favored in this one, 91% chance to win. Who do you like here?
Well, as I said, Danny Football, projections do not matter. 91%, never heard of her. What does that even mean? These people are paid, the analysts are paid to make up fake numbers randomly out of their asses and project them out into the world for big bucks. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. Look, Ham and Throw, toilet paper panda, that thing's dancing in and out of a roll, TP, great, fun mascot, super cute, great looks. Up against Njoku's seahorse? Yeah. The seahorse has the power of the ocean. That thing's going to crush waves all across that panda all week long. But you know what? I have a feeling that panda takes some big ones. And big ones call for Charmin. And that is a very absorptive piece of toilet paper. It is going to soak up the Atlantic Ocean, and it is going to beat Njoku.
Wow.
I have Ham and Throw. Hands down, that's a win.
Big upset right there.
It's a big upset, and I will say I hate Mike Visconti.
Fair. Yeah,
But I believe in his
also
team
have
this
not
week,
been high
and especially
on Ham
his
and Throw this
panda.
year. Yeah, so Brochill is coming into this one with a sneaky 3-game win streak. They could be in position to take that division crown if things shake out their way. Ham and Throw trying to generate a little bit of momentum. Long shot, sneak into the playoffs. Not very likely, but could still happen. Ham and Throw, possibly going to be starting. Taysom Hill at quarterback. Not a great look. Bro Chill has very consistently been scoring about 170 points for the past 6 weeks. Very consistent team. It's definitely possible that Ham and Throw gets the win here, but they've had a tough time scoring points this year, and I'm not confident that they're going to be able to hit that they're going to be able to hit the 170 they will need to win. I'm going with Bro Chill in this one.
Interesting pick right there. Interesting pick. I really think we're going to have a great shot-for-shot matchup on this in the punishment. I do believe in my Panda Boys Ham and Throw, though. But not by Mike Visconti.
Next up, we have Team M. Vanek taking on Init Tua Winit. Team M. Vanek, favorite here, 69%. Nice. Team M. Vanek, hot right now. They've gone from 2-5 to currently having a first-round bye in the playoffs. On the other hand, Init Tua Winit turned their bad luck around, got a big win against the Snotters last week to keep their playoff hopes alive, but they are on the outside looking in right now. Both of these teams, 6-5, winners going to have a big leg up in the battle to win the division and to get into the playoffs. Init Tua Winit traded away some pieces recently, could possibly be deflating team morale. It looks like they're going to roll with Daniel Jones at quarterback this week. Woof. Team M. Vanek, hot. I expect them to keep rolling here. M. Vanek in this one.
I like that pick. That's a good pick there, Danny. But let's take a look at these mascots here. All right. As we know, projections are fake. The NFL is a wizardry mystery. There is no crystal ball that you can look into and properly pick all the right numbers. So, you've got M. Vanek. It's a good pick. Team's super hot. Absolutely on fire right now. Tua, embarrassed 3 weeks in a row, and they think they're going to get themselves into the playoffs with a sneaking out a win here. This is a close matchup. I think it's going to be tight. It's going to come down very close to the end of Monday night. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I do. I know. That Tua team, they've got a Spartan against the M. Vanek slice of pizza. That Spartan looks hungry to me. It's looking at that piece of pie with a soda in its little dinky hand going, You look mighty fine, young man. I'm going to swallow you whole, take you down, roll you up, and absolutely devour your team. I have Tua, in it to win it, in it to win it to the end. They're going to sneak themselves into the playoff with a big upset here against M. Vanek.
Next up, we have the Texarkana Bandits taking on the Mental Brick Walls. Mental Brick Walls, big favorites here, 99% chance to win. Who do you like here?
Look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Projections are fake. They don't exist. 99% does not matter. But in this case, I really think it does. The Mental Brick Walls will easily take over the Texarkana Bandits. Easily. Mental Brick Walls, I just shat on the pizza, but the Mental Brick Wall pizza is a hardened, seasoned, properly garlicked and oreganoed slice that is going to run through the Texarkana Bandits like a train. Let's break it down here. The Bandits, they've got a tiger with a purple mohawk, a little guitar. That thing, you know what, might be a rock star, might be jamming out on stage, but it won't be jamming out on the football field. That pizza slice is going to be taking advantage of the fact that the Texarkana Bandits mascot will be too distracted, absolutely jamming out, and it's going to roll up and stomp through the competition. Mental Brick Walls all the way.
Yeah, I like the pick here. Bandits have had some tough luck recently, winning the past 2 weeks while trying to tank. Brick Walls, I feel like they're pretty firmly in the playoff picture, barring some catastrophe.
Absolutely.
And I do still like this team, despite their disappointing showing last week. I don't know how in on the tank the Bandits are going to go. They still have some pretty bad players they could play if they wanted to. They have indicated they're going to be tanking, though. But fans of the show will know that I have been high on the Bandits this year.
That you have been.
And I think that the Bandits are going to get the result that they want this week. Very easy pick in this one. I think that both teams are going to be happy with the result. Brick Walls pick up a big win right here. Lock it in.
Look, absolutely correct. Totally agree with you. If everyone comes out happy, there's no issue here.
That's true.
Goals will be achieved on both sides of the
root
field
for.
tonight.
Next up, we have Team Big Chungus 22 facing off against Too Many Cooks. Big Chungus currently slightly favored here, 57% chance to win. Both of these teams currently 4-7. Loser will definitely be eliminated from playoff contention. And this matchup is going to have big consequences for the rookie draft order. A lot of eyes on this matchup right here. Big Chungus has been bad recently. Like, really bad. They barely scored more points than undefeated never lost's garbage lineup last week. Only 1 more points. Too Many Cooks, on the other hand, looks pretty decent from top to bottom. They will need to fill in the running back spot with the Burkhead injury. In the end, this one is pretty obvious to me. Big Chungus has been terrible recently. And I think they turn it around here. Big Chungus right here, picking up the win.
That's a good pick, Danny. I like that pick. You know, it's tough. It's really tough to root against yourself here. And I won't say that I'm tanking, because I'm not. I swear I'm not intentionally tanking. All right? But
Of course.
historic franchise, Too Many Cooks, may be undefeated, not on the football field, not on the turf, but we are undefeated in the courtroom, and that's what matters this season for our squad. All right?
That's true.
That being said, the faith in my own team this week is low. They're going to be too busy cooking up Thanksgiving dinner, following Brandon Cooks at the head chef de cuisine position, making all the turkeys, the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, just too mentally distracted to really have it out on the field and take down the Chung guy. When we look at the mascots, Will's team, the Chungode, They've got that nasty looking green goblin. It's mean, it's gritty, it's getting after it. I really think it's going to absolutely swallow up my taco. It's going to munch my box, crush my taco, take a big fat bite out of it, and there's absolutely no chance that the Cooks come out with a win this week.
Wow. The rare guest pick against their own team. I respect it.
I'm a realist. I look at the mascots, I evaluate their traits, and I tell you the outcome.
Hard to go against the Goblin, that's for sure. Next up, we have undefeated, never lost, going against 10th Ave touchdown. 10th Ave, currently favored, 92% chance to win. Who do you like here?
Look, once again, projections, absolutely fake news. Undefeated, never lost is anything but. That being said, they've been pretty good ever since taking on offensive coordinator Danny Stortz. He has really elevated that team to a possible, very slight, absolute hair-thin chance of making the playoffs. You know? Some absolute madness, sorcery, complete and utter magic might happen in this NFL this week to bring that team above the toilet bowl, but it's not going to happen. 10th Ave touchdown, absolutely going to run over undefeated, never lost. Let's look at the mascots again. We've got a little owl spazzing, teeny little wings. It's like me with Tinkerbell wings, little fairy dust, trying to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Those wings can't hold that thing up. There's a reason it's stuck on the field in the Sleeper app. Flapping its little wings as hard as it can't get off the ground. It just can't sustain itself. It's just not physically possible for undefeated, never lost to go undefeated.
This is a matchup where undefeated, never lost is definitely an interesting team. League insiders have been told that undefeated, never lost will not continue to tank in the way they did last week. I don't know exactly what that means, kind of vague. I still expect them to tank in some capacity. But
intentionally or not.
One thing to look out for here is that new ownership that they're bringing in could give the team a new vision. Who knows? Maybe it's enough to pick up a win before the end of the year. But even if undefeated, never lost, played all their best players coming in at full strength, I really don't think they're going to come out on top here. 10th Ave has been rolling recently. They had a great week last time. I expect them to keep rolling here, helping undefeated, never lost lock in that number one overall pick, which I know they so desperately want. And I think this is another one. Both teams are going to be happy with the outcome this week.
Hey, they'll both have something to give thanks for.
Finally, our marquee matchup this week, the Lock'em Sock'em Robots taking on the Hairy Snotters. Robots currently favored 88% chance to win. This is a huge matchup right here. Both teams currently at 7-4, the top of the crewman division. Loser here, very likely, is not going to win the division. They would need a lot of help. They're going to be out of contention for that first round bye in the playoffs. I expect both of these teams to be in the playoffs very solidly, but this is still a big, big matchup right here. Snotters, very likely going to be without McCaffrey again. Thielen was on the COVID list. Don't know. Haven't checked recently. But Lamar also up against a tough Steelers team. They're dealing with the Rona themselves. Could be a tough matchup for him. For the Robots, took a brutal loss last week, getting rolled by Team M. Vanek. But they're looking to get back on track with some of their players coming off a bye. Roquan, Allen Robinson, big contributors to the lineup back this week. But I think the difference maker here is Aaron Rodgers for the Robots. As a Bears fan, I know that Aaron Rodgers has terrorized the Bears his entire career. I expect him to do nothing less when they face off on this Sunday night. It's going to be very painful to watch as a fan. It's going to be great to watch as a fantasy owner, giving the edge to the Robots here.
That's a good pick. I like that pick a lot, especially with that insider knowledge on the Bears, looking deep on that matchup with Aaron Rodgers. Bombs will be dropped. I really think so. I totally agree with you there, Danny. And you know what? I'm just going to jump right into it. No bullshit. Let's talk about the mascots. We've got a muscular Armor Abs Crabs Inflata Arms trash can heading up against the Spartan. That Spartan's looking clean. It's looking mean. It's looking like a fighting machine. I'm sure any day of the week, no problem at all, it's going to whip out that sword and absolutely slash through that trash can like it's the Persians. It's going to be easy, but not this week. That trash can, it's looking gritty. It's got real salt of the earth, absolutely muddy, true mental fortitude. It's going to steel up, platinum, titanium those trash can walls, and absolutely punch the living out of that Spartan. No chance those Spartans take on that trash can. It's going to be like Steve Rogers. It can do it all day. Size doesn't matter in this one, Danny. I've got the robots. Lock it in.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for being on the show this week. Great picks. I wish you all the best. Of course, not as good as me. Can't beat the expert. But again, thank you for being on. Hopefully, we'll be able to have you back on the show at some point.
Thank you, Danny. I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Kiss your moms for me. I really wish that I could be there doing that myself. Thanks a lot, everybody. Projections are fake. The NFL is a mystery.
And thank you to me, of course, and guest Joe for those great picks. Really interesting new take there from Joe. You'll love to see it. That's all we got for you this week. Be sure to come back next time. Your host will be back. He can only take one break per year. I'm not doing this again, even though I did do it way better than him. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Enjoy those two terrible games today. Wish you all the best, and be sure to come back next week. I'm Danny Football, and this has been TNN.